Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a topic that affects millions of people, but often gets whispered about in hushed tones. Debt can feel like a heavy weight, a constant source of stress that holds you back from living the life you want. But what if I told you that you have the power to break free? That there are proven, practical steps you can take starting today to eliminate your debt and reclaim your financial freedom. Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. This isn't about magic wands or winning the lottery. This is about giving you a real, actionable roadmap to become debt-free. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started on mastering your money. First things first, you can't fight an enemy you don't understand. The very first step is to get crystal clear on exactly what you owe. I know this part can be scary. It's tempting to just avoid looking at the numbers. But facing it head-on is the most empowering thing you can do. So, gather all your statements, credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans, everything. Create a simple list or a spreadsheet for each debt. Write down the total amount you owe, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment. This single act of organizing everything gives you a complete picture. It takes the big, scary monster of debt and breaks it down into manageable pieces. This isn't just about numbers. It's about shifting your mindset from avoidance to action. You're no longer in the dark. You now have a clear starting line for your journey to financial freedom. This clarity is your foundational first win. Now that you know exactly what you're dealing with, it's time to create your weapon, a budget. The word budget gets a bad rap. People think it's about restriction and saying no to everything fun, but that's not true at all. A budget is simply a plan for your money. It's you telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it all went. Start by tracking your income from all sources. Then, track your spending for a month. Every coffee, every subscription, every grocery run. Use an app or just a simple notebook. At the end of the month, categorize your spending. You'll have fixed expenses like rent and utilities, and variable expenses like groceries and entertainment. This is where the magic happens. You'll see exactly where your money is going, and I guarantee you'll find surprises. That daily latte or those unused subscriptions add up fast. This isn't about judging yourself. It's about gathering data. Once you have this data, you can create a realistic budget that aligns with your goals. A budget designed to free up cash to attack your debt. With your budget in hand, you've likely identified areas where you can cut back. This is where you create your debt-crushing fund. We're not talking about just finding an extra $10. We're talking about being intentional. Can you pack your lunch a few times a week instead of buying it? Can you cancel a streaming service you barely watch? Could you brew your coffee at home? Each small change adds up to a significant amount over time. Think about negotiating your bills. Call your cable, internet, and phone providers and ask for a better rate. You'd be surprised how often they'll give you a discount just for asking. Another powerful move is to set up a no-spend challenge for a week or even a weekend. The goal here is to redirect every single dollar you save from these cutbacks directly towards your debt. It's not about deprivation, it's about prioritization. Every dollar you free up is another soldier in your army fighting for your financial freedom. Okay, you have your list of debts and you've freed up some extra cash. Now, how do you decide which debt to pay off first? There are two very popular and effective methods, the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. Let's start with the debt snowball. With this method, you continue to make the minimum payments on all your debts. But you throw all your extra cash at the one with the smallest balance, regardless of the interest rate. Once that smallest debt is paid off, you take all the money you are paying on it, the minimum payment, plus all the extra cash, and you roll it over to the next smallest debt. This creates a snowball effect. The psychological boost you get from quickly eliminating a debt is incredibly motivating. It builds momentum and makes you feel like you're winning, which helps you stick with the plan. The other strategy is the debt avalanche. This method is for the number crunchers who want the most mathematically efficient path. With the debt avalanche, you again make minimum payments on everything, but you focus all your extra money on the debt with the highest interest rate. This might mean you're tackling a large credit card balance before a small personal loan. From a purely financial standpoint, this method will save you the most money in interest over time, because you're getting rid of the most expensive debt first. Once that high-interest debt is gone, you move to the one with the next highest interest rate, and so on. The key is to choose the method that works best for you. Do you need the quick wins of the snowball to stay motivated, or are you driven by saving the most money with the avalanche? There's no right or wrong answer. The best plan is the one you'll actually stick to. Cutting expenses is one side of the coin. Increasing your income is the other. And it can dramatically speed up your debt-free journey. Think about the skills you already have. Are you great at writing, graphic design, or organizing? You could start a small freelance side hustle. Platforms like Upwork or Fiverr make it easy to find clients. Maybe you have a passion for baking, crafting, or woodworking. You could sell your products on Etsy or at local markets. Don't underestimate the power of the gig economy either. Driving for a ride-sharing service, delivering food, or even dog walking can bring in a few $100 extra a month. The key is to dedicate 100% of this extra income directly to your debt. Don't let it just get absorbed into your regular spending. Create a separate account for it if you have to. When you see that side hustle money directly wiping out a chunk of your debt, it becomes an incredibly powerful motivator to keep going. Now, let's talk about staying motivated, because this is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be times when you feel discouraged or want to give up. That's why it's crucial to visualize your goal and celebrate your progress. Create a visual tracker. It could be a chart on your wall where you color in a block for every $100 you pay off, or a simple jar where you put a marble for every payment made. Seeing that progress visually makes it tangible, and celebrate the milestones. When you pay off a credit card, do something to celebrate that doesn't blow your budget. Maybe it's a special home-cooked meal, a hike in a beautiful place, or a movie night at home. These small rewards reinforce your positive behavior and keep your spirits high. Also, find a community, share your journey with a trusted friend or family member, or join an online forum of people on the same path. Sharing your struggles and celebrating your wins with others who understand can make all the difference. Remember why you started this. Picture a life without debt payments. What would you do with that extra money each month? Travel, save for a down payment, invest. Keep that vision front and center. It will be your fuel on the tough days. As you pay off debt, it's vital to change the habits that got you there in the first place. One of the biggest game changers is building an emergency fund. This is a stash of money, typically 3 to 6 months' worth of essential living expenses, set aside in a separate high-yield savings account. This fund is your financial firewall. When an unexpected expense pops up, a car repair, a medical bill, you can pay for it with cash from your emergency fund instead of reaching for a credit card and going back into debt. Start small. Even aiming for $1,000 to start is a huge step. Automate your savings so a small amount goes into this account from every paycheck. This fund breaks the cycle of debt and gives you an incredible sense of security. So, to recap, first, face the numbers and list all your debts. Second, create a realistic budget by tracking your income and expenses. Third, attack your spending and redirect that money to your debt. Fourth, choose your strategy, the motivating snowball or the efficient avalanche. Fifth, boost your income with a side hustle and put all of it towards your debt. And finally, build new habits by creating an emergency fund and finding ways to stay motivated. Getting out of debt is one of the most rewarding things you will ever do for yourself. It's not just about money. It's about taking control, reducing stress, and opening up a world of possibilities for your future. You can do this. Take it one step, one day, $1 at a time. The journey starts now. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content on mastering your money and living your best life. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which method, Snowball or Avalanche, are you going to use? Let's support each other on this journey. See you in the next video.